they have Ant-Man, right? He's going to need some help. The Lakers have LeBron and Luka. What determines this series?
Well, listen, Minnesota's going to have to really up their game on both ends of the floor. Defensively, they're going to have to be better than solid. They're going to have to be elite. Luka has had his way with them. We all know what he did against them in the Western Conference Finals, and that was without LeBron James as a teammate. Now you've got LeBron James, and the way LeBron James has been playing, he's been playing for a few of these months like an MVP candidate for crying out loud. So when you look at it from that standpoint, the Lakers are definitely formidable. We understand this, and Minnesota's going to have their work cut out for them. What I'm interested in seeing, Hannah, is this. Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man, is a superstar in this game. There are moments where he has looked Jordan-esque. He's improved his three-point shooting. He can get to the hole at will, and he can elevate against anybody. And in a game of this magnitude, he's going to be required, or a series of this magnitude, he's going to be required to be a superstar. He can't just show up and be a star. He can't just show up and be a little bit better than average. In order for Minnesota to win this series, he is going to have to cement himself on an elevated level. We already know how terrific he is, but it's going to be called upon for him to give a little bit something more in order to knock off both Luka and LeBron. I don't think he can do it, but I think he can do enough to stretch this series to 6 or 7 games. I think he'll average over 30. I just don't know if anybody's going to help him for offensively.
Yeah, like what about Julius Randle? Wouldn't that be nice? If
that would be LA for game 1 of the opening round of the NBA playoffs. The Lakers fared well against the Wolves this season, going 2-2 on the year, including a 111-102 win in their last regular season match. LeBron had 33 points, 17 rebounds in that game, while Ants night ended early with an ejection after dropping a cool 18. Ryan Windhorst, tell me this. Who is the most important player in the Lakers versus Wolves series?
It's Anthony Edwards. He should be looking at this like a golden opportunity. The Lakers got a lot of things going for them. Their perimeter attack, their different ball handlers, they've showed that they've built some depth. They are not great on the perimeter defense, and they do not have a basket defender. J.J. Redick has been taken out Jackson Hayes 5-6 minutes into the game. He can't wait to get Dorian Finney-Smith into that lineup because of how much it helps them offensively. But he is not a basket defender. This is Ant Edwards' time to shine, and they're going to need it. You know, last year when he played in the conference finals, they went through that grinder against the Nuggets in the second round. He was exhausted. I covered that series. He didn't have anything. Luka averaged 33 points a game in that series. Ant didn't even score 30 once. In that series against the Nuggets, he had 2 40-point games. He was a huge, impactful player. He didn't have a great Game 7, but was hugely impactful. He just didn't have any gas left in the tank. That's not going to be the case here. He's going to be rested, and there are obviously going to be role players that play a factor here, but for the Wolves to pull this off, especially having to come out here to L.A., where the Lakers are one of the best home teams in the league, Ant Edwards needs to be awesome. He needs multiple 40-point games. He needs to be the best player on the court, outplaying LeBron and Luka several times in this series if the Wolves are pulling this off.
Yeah, I'm going to give you that, though, Wendy, because I think Minnesota will be competitive. He is going to play well in this series. He'll be motivated by LeBron and Luka. He's going to score his 35 a game in this series. I'm assuming that. I'm going to assume that. I think for the Timberwolves to win, Randle's got to show up. He has not been a good postseason player. He was awful with the Hawks 3 years ago. Now, last year he's hurt. We give him a little break. He was not good against Miami when they lost in 6 2 years ago. This trade, I mean, let's face it, the Knicks have won the trade here with Karl Anthony Towns. They need Randle here to have a chance to win. I'm assuming Anthony Edwards is going to be great. I'm assuming that. Now, if I'm wrong, you'll be right. Different case. I think he's going to score 35. He's going to get his points. Randle has to be really, really good. I'm not sure if he's capable. I think if he is really good, they got a chance to win. So I'm going to say Randle for Minnesota, the most important, for an upset.
I think that Randle is important. I think that he will show up. I think that he'll produce to a degree, but I still think that Minnesota will lose this series. Having said that, I've said this before and I said it again. Anthony Edwards has arrived. This brother can be Jordan-esque. It is special to watch this brother play. And outside of his actual game, what you love is his moxie, the fact that he embraces the challenge. He goes after it. When the lights get bright, he doesn't shrink. He wants it. He wants the smoke. And certainly if that was the mentality that you had before, This ain't Kevin Durant as great as Kevin Durant is. This ain't
Think
KC
about
is.
he is SA, and when I think about Minnesota, think about this. The last part of the season, we saw a chemistry, and they started to develop a chemistry. And I'm talking about Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. Julius Randle has been playing some phenomenal basketball for them. Okay, now you move over to who are the Minnesota Timberwolves? They're a bunch of dogs defensively. So they got a defensive identity that when they're locked in, they're a problem. Okay, you mix in a nice. Go ahead.
But my problem is formidable as they are defensively. Luka's the dude that they have no answer for. We know what he's done to the Minnesota Timberwolves now. We know that.
I know, but think about this, right? I want you to think about this. It's a lot different now with Luka versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's why. Luka thrives at his best against teams when he have what? A legitimate lob threat. See, people didn't understand this last year. The reason that things were so wide open for Kyrie Irving and Luka in that Minnesota Timberwolves in that series last year in the Western Conference Finals was because of Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively. Right? True. It's a different type. Like, is Jackson Hayes gonna be that? Right? Like, I just can't see it. Although he's been playing some good basketball, I just don't see it happening. So now all of a sudden, it's a Luka that's gonna have to solely be set on step back threes, because that's why he was one of the live threats so bad on a consistent basis.
Houston or Golden State, who would have the better chance versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and why?
It would be Golden State, to be honest with you, because we know, you and I both know JJ Redick game plan defensively, and that was one of the things I was concerned about, is that he showed his hand a bit early in the season. When we watched him play Karl Anthony Towns, Jokic, what do the Lakers do? They pack the paint, take away driving gaps, and they force you to make shots, right? They force you to make shots from the three-point line. You can't do that shit against Golden State. You can't do that against Golden State. You're going to get exposed. So now it comes down to, do you have the perimeter defenders to chase around Steph Curry? Do you have the perimeter defenders to stop a Draymond Green? And the answer is no. I think Golden State causes matchup problems for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think if the Lakers play the Rockets, that's perfect for the Lakers, because the Rockets can't shoot the damn basketball.
Oklahoma City has been the creme de la creme all year long. They're the number one seed. We know what Shai Gilgeous is, what he brings to the table, and these brothers defend, and we got to give them some love and some credit. Who's the best matchup for them? Looking at the West and how things unfold, is there one particular team that you see beating them or at least pushing them to a 7-game series?
Oh, I'm scared of that second round. I believe the Clippers are going to win against the Denver Nuggets, and I'm scared of that second round.
So do I. I believe that as well.
Chào tất cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn đặt vòng. Và hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là bông hoa. Mọi người, hôm nay vòng của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là cây cảnh. Bây giờ mình bắt đầu làm.
Nó xuống cái này
Hai màu
này.
nha.
Cái gì?
Hai màu nha.
Nó xuống. Thế là lòng dần này.
Im lặng thế là biết rồi. Nhớ ba màu này, ba màu này.
Vãi thế này chủ nhận rồi là một bình này, buồn đấy. À. Làm vậy nữa thì đó. Ui trời ơi, trời.
Mình nhớ đây là 5 màu, đây là 5 màu.